it's good to see with my video angle that I am hitting below parallel, especially more importantly with my heavier reps, right? Like the past couple weeks before I hit my 430 pound on squat, haven't been able to hit past 405, and today 405 was a grind, but I was able to hit all of my reps below parallel, especially the 405 one. Um, and for the past however many years, I've been squatting at parallel and sometimes even a bit above parallel, to be honest. Right, it was rare that I would hit I would hit below parallel, but now I'm hitting slightly below parallel, if not like an inch or two. Um, I think it's more evident on the heavier weights, but I'm very good and it's very good I'm doing that, and I'm very happy about that. It not only shows that my squat is progressing in terms of weight, it's also progressing in terms of depth, right? And lower depth usually means you can't squat as much weight, and I'm squatting 405 with no problem on any given day. So, even with lackluster recovery, because I deadlifted maximally a couple days ago, right? And I mean, yeah, not much to say. Like, again, before I started this program, 225 was sometimes feeling heavy, but now like 225 is a speed rep, and I used to do 265, 275 with the belt. Now I never do that weight with a belt anymore as a warm up, and the weight just flies up, even even beltless, right? So, like I said before in my previous videos, squat confidence has gone up on this program. I mean, that's the number one thing I care about, my squat, right? And my bench have also caught up, right? I'm benching routinely in the high 200s, close to 300 pounds on all my variations, right? And it's interesting how I remember I used to squat like when my squat exploded. I remember it was like 265 for like 4 or 5, right? And my bench will be at like 135 for 5 or 140 for 5, if that, right? And I think at the time I was on Grayskull LP with the 3x5 with the third set being a AMRAP, right? And then I was going to Ensons, and I remember I was at like 125 for 4. My squat was at like 255 for 5, and then eventually my squat stalled when I was 4 years ago in Seattle in my internship. I remember it was like 290 for 2. And then my bench was at like 170 for 2, and then I lowered my weight, and then eventually I got to like 185 for 3 or 4 for 4. And then my squat was at like still like 295 for like 4. So my bench was going up, but then my bench stalled at 190 for 2 for like 3, 4, 5 months. That winter I took 2 weeks off because the gym was too far. The gym that I was going to at my school had to close down, and the one on North Campus was a lot farther. So I took like 10 days off. Not a big deal, but I ate a lot in the summer, so that kind of set me back a month. But eventually, that spring I graduated, 2019, and I quickly, by like late summer, I was able to bench 215 for 3 or 4, and my squat was at like 325, 330, or like 325 for like 4. So you how I so you see how my bench is going up and up. My form got better on the bench. My squat form has always been pretty decent from the get go, but now I think it's a lot not a lot better, but like it's like I'm proud of my form on the squat. On deadlift too, yeah, but when the weight gets heavy, my conventional looks terrible. The back running at least. Um, but yeah, now my squat is finally catching up to my bench again, but my bench is also going up. So, because I know people who like bench 300 pounds and they squat like 500, right? Or like high 400s. I squat 430 and I bench 300, and that 300 was touch and go, and that was That was so close. I mean, that was like such a grind. I mean, right? I think I told you guys I almost took my back. I hurt my back for like a day. I could do 300 now a little easier probably, but again, my bench is like kind of my best lift in a way, especially because my arms are relatively shorter compared to my I guess my entire body, right? I have short arms, so deadlift is a pain many times, and I have a long torso. So, but my squat and my bench is where things feel more natural. And bench used to not feel natural because my form was not so great, but I got the form down the past couple years. But yeah, here's 275. I've noticed maybe I need to grab the grip a little narrower because you see my sticking point is the beginning, right? But at what point do I grab too close that it becomes, a close grip, right? So I need to figure that out. And I'm used to benching at the San Jose State gym now, not my home gym, and I know where to grab the bar in my home gym. So I need to kind of refine that. I guess maybe I'll grab a more narrow grip next time tomorrow. So yeah, gonna end the commentary here. You see my 240 2x3. I did 245 last week on comp pause bench, but 240 today. It's a little easier than the 245, but not much different honestly. But I need to aim for a lighter weight on these back off sets to not, induce too much fatigue. But yeah, I'm gonna end the commentary here. Thank you all for watching. This is day 114, and see you guys tomorrow. Peace.